Fergus? How's the arm?
Please help me.
What happened to your face?
I think she's trying to kill me, Blazko. Last what? Have you ever drifted off peacefully to sleep, only to be brutally awoken by your own prosthetic arm savagely gobbing you in the eye? I had to turn it off.
Is that normal? What's that say?
Something about there being a learning curve and whatnot. How I needed to learn how to trust it. I don't know. I'll tell you, I don't think I'll be using it to take a piss anytime soon.
Maybe it's like training a game dog. You show weakness and it pounds. What you gotta do is show that thing who's in charge.
Right. Well, you just stand there and be ready to step in case looks like I'm about to die. Alright. There we go. That's a good girl. You're a good girl. Fuck, you deceitful face! Oh, you stop it! For the love of... Oh, no, gotcha. All right, everything's fine. Calm down. There's a good girl. There's a good girl.
You, high and tight there, Commander?
Oh. Yeah. Everything's under control. Right this way.
Okay. Helmet 5.
I have reviewed Caroline's notes. The New York City resistance group is concealed at the top of the state building. Said I assume the high altitude means the radiation is at tolerable levels?
Definitely.
Right. However, we can simply fly in there in our Nazi helicopters because we're gonna be shot down.
Can't we re-establish contact there and let them know our helicopters are friendly?
I've looked, but I couldn't find any means of contacting them in Caroline's notes.
Bloody hell. Well, we'll need to approach from ground level then. Introduce ourselves properly, face to face.
Ground level. The whole city is saturated by fallout from the Nazi atom bomb. Lethal levels of radiation if we go there without protective wear.
Yeah, well, this armor will shield from all radioactivity.
Well, will you do it then, Blazko? Have you grown too weak and useless now?
Always wanted to see the Big Apple.
Lovely. Bombate, drop him off now, eh?
No problem, Wing Commander.
Can I be of use?
I don't know, lass. Can ya?
5 degrees port, unsouth continue, straight forward.
Got it, Blondie. Hey, big friend. You better watch out for the crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
It's not New York underground, crawling with crocodiles.
No, I'm from Texas. Jesus Christ. Man, women, children. Not screaming no more, but I can still hear you.
Yeah, Blazko. Find your way through the bombed-out city and reach the state building. Faster the better. Fergus out.
Ja, alles war noch heiß von der Explosion. Ich öffnete die Luke und trotzte dem atomaren Effekt wie General Rommel der Sonne im Tod.
Ich kann's mir bildhaft vorstellen.
Obwohl Kommandant Burns nicht daran anschien. Niederschlag ist in unserem Finanzjahr gelandet.
Ja, Wahrheit.
Ganz genau. Es war nur etwas schwierig, eine merkwürdige Dose aufrechtzuerhalten, weil wir andauernd ausgeschert sind, um Leute zu überfahren, die mit Strahlenkrankheit durch die Straßen fahren.
Einfach genau.
Goddamn. Should have listened to Bombate. Some way to power up this old train. Okay, train's got power. Let's find the controls and see if it moves. Ignore the pain. Ain't dead. So keep moving.
William, do you read? If you are on 5th Avenue, the State Building should be near.
showed me postcards from your family in New York City. Wanted to go there. Just you and me. Hello, big boy. Come to test the old man's mettle.
Find a way to reach the top of the state building and make contact with the resistance group. Look for elevators, stairs, anything. The radiation levels should be acceptable at the top of the building.
Your boy's on you. Every second. A glory.
fuck are you, white boy?
Stay calm. Let me first make it absolutely clear that I am not a Nazi.
What you say? You say you're a Nazi?
No, I am not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi, okay?
You ain't a white-ass fascist Nazi pig, then you're either colored or you're a deviant. Now you sure as hell ain't colored, so you trying to pass as a deviant? You look like a deviant to you, Sister Grace?
Nope.
Hang on. I may not be a deviant.
God, I told you, he's a goddamn Nazi!
Oh, fuck this.
Motherfucker!
Let me say this again. I ain't no goddamn Nazi.
Hey! Now you bring Super Special back in and you put him down right now, or I will shove this grenade so far up your ass, I'll be dancing and rejoicing as your entrails trickle down from the ceiling. You dig, man?
Lady, I got precious little time for your bullshit. We've been trying to make contact with your group. We're organizing for a revolution in America.
We?
The Kreisau Circle.
Especially escort this motherfucker inside the house and get him a hot meal. Let me put this pen back in. Shit!
Take cover!
Relax, man. It's just a duck.
Oh, bitch got a sick sense of humor. Dude, you're crushing me. Oh.
Chili, okay? It's my papa's recipe. Ain't got no spoon, though.
Thanks.
So what's, with the chicken fence? Chicken? That's my Faraday cage, man. You dig? It keeps the Nazi alien conspiracy from finding us. I almost got killed by William goddamn Blazkowicz. Check it out.
Do you mind?
You were here when the bomb hit?
Yeah, I was. I survived relatively unscathed because I was on the ground at the time. When I came up, looked like a vision out of Dante's Inferno, you know what I'm saying? I remember Maine people just wandering through the smoke. I remember screams echoing through the bombed-out buildings like howling ghosts. And I remember this mother and son. This boy was blindly stumbling through the chaos. His arms were outstretched, calling out for his mama. And the heat from the bomb had melted the skin on his arms, and they just drooped. Like he was wearing a shirt that was a couple of sizes too big. And I remember his mama. She was crawling to get to him. And the half of her body was all gone. It was just gone. What are you thinking in a moment like that? When you know you're losing everything you love. What are you thinking in a moment like that, huh? Shit. That's gonna leave a mark.
Monsters did this.
Not monsters. Men. Look, I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Blazkowicz. For a little I spoke with Caroline, she seemed like a hell of a woman.
She had balls of steel.
Balls. And why is it that balls are always used as some fucking default definition of badassery? Small, little, delicate things, resting all snug and warm and cozy and comfortable in their little wrinkly wrapper of fucking skin. Shit.
That is a mystery.
What's not a mystery is the sweet juice they produce.
Yeah, I got a couple of my own on the way. Cute little guy.
It's a girl.
Oh, sorry.
What are you sorry for? What's up, Special?
There's pigs, lots of them coming up the stairs. They're like a fucking army.
Shit, the fuckers found us. Well, You got an escape strategy, Mr. Blazkowicz?
Anya, we're gonna need immediate evac.
Understood, William. Dispatching Has 1 and Has 2 for immediate extraction.
Copy. Move your people to the roof. I'll stall the Nazis until our ride's here.
Brothers and sisters, listen up! I need everybody to get up to the roof now. We're evacuating. And bring all the equipment you can carry. Come on, let's hustle, people!
Come on. Get your shit.
You cool?
Just make sure your people make it out. Come and fucking get me, you white-ass, fascist Nazi pigs.
Safely evacuated off the roof. Jump in, Blazko.
Caroline.
Motherfucking day, Blazkowicz. White America, though? They done packed up and given in. See, I guess they don't have the fighting spirit no more. Nah, they just do whatever the fucking Fuhrer tells them to do.
That's baloney. They want to fight the Nazis just as much as we do. All they need is for someone to show them how.
You know who's running the South after the Nazis took over? The Ku Klux motherfucking Klan, am I right?
That's it.
So what you gonna do? You gonna go down there and hold hands with them and build bridges and persuade them to join our cause? Get your head out your ass, Blazkowicz.
Forget about the turncoats. Focus on the grassroots. I'm running on empty. Don't know how much time I got. Can't even stand up on my own accord no more.
I've seen worse.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the American people grew comfortable living under tyranny. Maybe the Nazis will still be running the show after I kick the bucket.
Sister Grace always right, brother. I learned that the hard way.
I don't know. But I know this. You take freedom away from the American people, you're playing with fire. And I intend to pour some gasoline. People gotta know they don't have to take this shit no more. And if nothing else, that's what I'm gonna do. Before before I go.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Blazkowicz. You want to strike fear in the Nazis? You want to hit them hard for all to see? You want to cause some real motherfucking havoc? Well, then you come to the right woman. So if you still got some Nazi fighting, killing skills up in you, then guess what? I got a plan that's gonna send shockwaves throughout the nation.
Oh, shit. Is this the one where I go home to Roswell?
Show you right.